Welcome back to English Unlocked. I am Luna.
And I am Luca. We are happy you are here with us today.
So today we want to talk about something that sounds simple but can feel really difficult.
What is it?
Returning something to a shop.
Oh, I know that feeling. You buy something and then you go home and think, this is wrong. I need to take it back.
Yes, and then you feel nervous about it.
Very nervous because you need to explain the problem in English.
And you are not sure what words to use.
Or maybe you are afraid the shop assistant will say no.
Exactly, that fear can make you feel like you cannot do it.
So today we are going to help you feel ready for that moment.
We will talk about what to say, how to explain the problem, and how to stay calm.
By the end, you will have some useful phrases you can use in a real shop.
Tell us in the comments, have you ever tried to return something in English? How did it feel?
Luca, can I ask you something?
Of course.
Have you ever stood outside a shop with something you needed to return and just waited there?
Yes, I stood outside for a few minutes because I did not want to go in.
Oh, me too. I had a shirt that was the wrong size and I just kept thinking, what do I say? What if they ask questions?
That is the problem. You know the shirt is wrong. That is easy. But saying it in English feels hard.
Right. And you also think, what if my English is not good enough to explain?
That feeling is very common for learners. You know the problem, but you do not have the words ready.
And so you feel frozen. You stand at the door and think, maybe I will just keep the shirt.
Yes, maybe I will wear it anyway.
But you never wear it. It just sits in a bag.
It sits there, and every time you see it, you feel a little bad.
That is such a real feeling, Luna. The shirt becomes a small reminder of the moment you could not speak.
Right. So let us help people not have that feeling today.
The good news is that returning something does not need many words.
No, it really does not. You need to explain what the problem is and ask for what you want.
That is it.
So let us start with the problem. How do you explain it in simple English?
Okay, the first thing is to name the problem. And for most returns, the problem is one of three things.
What are the three things?
It does not fit, it is broken, or it is not what I wanted.
Oh, those are simple. So you walk up to the counter and say something like, "Excuse me, I bought this here, but it does not fit."
Yes, exactly like that. I bought this here tells them you got it in their shop, and it does not fit explains the problem.
What if it is broken?
Then you say, I bought this here, but it is broken, and if you can, show them the broken part.
That is helpful. Showing them makes it easier to understand.
Right? Because sometimes we worry about finding the exact word, but if you show them, words become easier.
And the third one, it is not what I wanted. When do you use that?
Maybe you ordered the wrong color, or you opened the box at home and saw it was different from the picture online.
Oh, I did that once. I bought a lamp online and the color was much darker in real life.
What did you do?
I kept it because I did not know how to explain it.
Oh, Luna, but now you know what to say. I bought this online, but the color is different.
Yes, that sentence is enough. The shop assistant understands.
And one more small thing, bring your receipt if you have it.
Yes, the receipt is your proof. It shows when you bought it and how much you paid.
If you have the receipt, the return is usually much easier.
And if you do not have it?
You can still try. Sometimes they can find the purchase on their computer, but the receipt makes everything faster.
Okay, so now they understand the problem. What do you ask for next?
This is important. You have two main options, a refund or an exchange.
What is the difference?
A refund means you get your money back. An exchange means you get a different item.
So if the shirt is the wrong size, you might want an exchange. You want the same shirt in a bigger size.
Right, and if the lamp color is too dark, maybe you want a refund. You do not want any lamp from that shop.
So how do you ask?
For a refund, you say, "Can I get a refund, please?" For an exchange, you say, "Can I exchange this, please?"
And please makes it polite.
Yes, please is always helpful, it sounds kind, and it shows you are friendly.
Even when you are nervous, you can add please, and it sounds nice.
That is true. "Can I get a refund, please?" is a complete sentence, short and polite.
I like that. Short sentences are easier to say when you feel nervous.
Yes, because when we are nervous, long sentences can get confused in the middle.
And a shop assistant does not need a long explanation. They just need to understand what you want.
Now, sometimes the shop assistant will ask you a question, and that part can feel scary.
Oh, yes, you finished your sentence, and then they ask something and your brain goes quiet.
Yes, like a computer that suddenly stops.
What kind of questions do they usually ask?
Very simple ones. Do you have your receipt? Or when did you buy this? Or what size do you need?
Those are not hard questions, but they can feel hard in the moment.
Right? So if you need a second, you can say, "Sorry, can you say that again, please?"
Oh, that is a good one. Can you say that again, please?
It is polite, it is clear, and most shop assistants will slow down and repeat.
And that gives you a moment to hear the question again and find your answer. Luca, let me ask you something.
Yes?
Have you ever felt like the shop assistant was not very friendly during a return?
Oh yes, one time I needed to return some shoes, and the person at the counter looked a little impatient.
Impatient. What does that mean?
It means they looked like they did not want to wait, like they were busy, and my problem was small.
Oh, that is a hard feeling.
It is because I already felt nervous, and then they looked like that, and I started to rush.
Rushing is the worst thing in that moment.
It is because when you rush, your English becomes messier, and you forget words.
So, what did you do?
I took a slow breath and I said, slowly, "I am sorry, I need a moment." And then I explained the problem.
Oh, I like that. I need a moment. That is such a useful phrase.
It gave me 1 or 2 seconds to think, and the shop assistant waited.
Because that sentence is polite. It is not rude. It just says, please wait for me.
Exactly. And for an English learner, those 2 extra seconds can make a big difference.
I need a moment. I think a lot of people need to hear that today.
The other thing I want to say is this. If you feel like the return is not fair, you can stay calm and ask a question.
Like what?
Something simple like, "Can you help me understand the policy, please?"
Policy means the rules of the shop.
Right, every shop has a return policy, and sometimes a shop assistant explains it in a way that is hard to understand.
So you can ask them to explain it again, more simply.
Yes, and asking calmly usually gets a better result than feeling angry or upset.
I agree. When you stay calm, the conversation stays open.
Luna, I want to say something to the people listening.
What is it?
If you have never returned something in English before, doing it one time is a big win.
Yes, it really is.
Because the first time is the hardest. You do not know exactly what will happen.
But after the first time, you know the words, you know the feeling, and the next time is easier.
Much easier, because now you have a memory of doing it.
And you know, the shop assistant is not your enemy. They do this many times every day.
right? Returns are normal. For them, it is just part of the job.
So most shop assistants are helpful and kind. They want to solve the problem quickly, too.
That is a good thing to remember when you feel nervous. They want to help you.
And if you use simple, polite English, they will usually be very patient with you.
One sentence at a time. You do not need a big speech.
I also want to say something about mistakes.
What do you mean?
Sometimes you might say the wrong word, or your sentence might not be perfect, and that is okay.
Really okay?
Yes, because the shop assistant is listening for the meaning, not for perfect grammar.
So if you say, I want back my money instead of I want my money back, they still understand.
Exactly. The meaning is clear, and they will help you.
I think that takes a lot of pressure away.
It should, because the goal is not to sound perfect. The goal is to solve the problem.
And you can solve the problem with simple English.
Okay, so let us think about what you can do before you go into the shop.
Yes, a little preparation makes a big difference.
First, think about the problem. What is wrong with the item? Practice saying it in English.
Even just one sentence, it does not fit. It is broken. The color is different.
Say it to yourself in the morning. Say it quietly on the bus.
Yes, practice on the bus. No one is listening.
And think about what you want. A refund or an exchange?
So when you walk in, you already have two sentences ready, the problem and what you want.
That is enough. You do not need to prepare a long story.
Short and clear is much better than long and confused.
And bring the item and the receipt if you have it.
Then walk in, find the right person, and say, "Excuse me, I need to return this."
That first sentence opens the conversation. The shop assistant will ask what they need to know.
So you do not need to explain everything at once. Let the conversation happen.
Yes, they will guide you through it.
And one more thing, if you do not understand a question, use this. Sorry, can you say that again, please?
We said it before, but it is worth saying again. That sentence is very powerful.
It keeps the conversation going, and it is always okay to ask someone to repeat.
Always in any language. Okay, let us remember the most useful things from today.
First, you need two things, the problem and what you want.
I bought this here, but it does not fit. And then, can I get a refund, please?
Second, bring your receipt if you have it.
Third, if you feel nervous, say, I am sorry, I need a moment, and take your time.
And fourth, if you do not understand, say, "Can you say that again, please?"
Those four things can make the whole experience much easier.
And remember, one small return in English is a real win.
Yes, you did not avoid it. You went in and you did it.
That is how confidence grows, one small moment at a time.
So here is your challenge for this week.
Think of something you have at home that you never returned. Maybe it does not fit. Maybe it is broken.
Or maybe you just bought the wrong thing.
Now practice the sentences. I bought this here, but it does not fit. Can I exchange this, please?
Say it at home. Say it slowly. And if you can, go and try it.
Even if you just practice the words at home, that is already progress.
And if you do go in and return something, tell us in the comments. We want to hear your story.
We believe you can do it.
You have the words now. You just need to use them.
And remember, you do not need to be perfect. You just need to be understood.
Thank you so much for listening to English Unlocked today.
We hope this conversation helped you feel a little more ready for that moment at the counter.
If you enjoyed this episode, please share it with a friend who is also learning English.
And if you have questions or stories about returning something, leave them in the comments below.
We read every comment and we love hearing from you.
See you in the next episode.
Take care.
Take care. Bye.